how are you all? Hope you all are doing well. So I'm here with my favorite Trader Joe's recipe. So I buy everything from Trader Joe's, and it makes for a really healthy meal, I think, and also quite tasty. So I enjoy it, and it's a crowd pleaser because the entire family will eat it happily. So I hate cooking videos where people take forever to get to the point. So let's jump right in. I'm not going to waste your time. So let's go to Trader Joe's real quick and buy all that we need. So I'm starting with the produce section, and we need eggplant. So I'm looking for one that's heavy for its size and also evenly sized so I can cut them into nice rings. And then we need some bell pepper. So I'll pick up about 2 or 3 of these. And pita bread. So there's white and whole wheat. I prefer whole wheat. And now let's go over to the refrigerated section. And here I'm looking for tahini. So what you see here is hummus, but I don't like too much of that. So I just go with one sauce. So I go with the herbed tahini sauce, which is good and has got clean ingredients. So this one right here. And then tabouleh, we need to look for tabouleh. Oh, there are only 3 left and way at the back. So this also has very clean ingredients. Then we have the shawarma chicken. So I'll pick that up from here. And while we're at it, might as well pick up my favorite cookies. And that person lying over there was just very dedicated Trader Joe's staff arranging the shelves. This here is a really good chocolate chip cookie mix, and it's gluten-free. We're walking over to the spice section, and there is a za'atar seasoning blend that I get from here, but the one I will use today is a different one. And this is my favorite shrimp to buy for those who prefer seafood. So this one is deveined, peeled, and it has the tail on. So this is my favorite. Okay, so we're done here, and now it's time to head back. So here I'm going to start with the shrimp first because, the more time to marinate, the better. And I have my own za'atar mix here. I'm not using the Trader Joe's one. And then there's Aleppo chili, which I think both of these are very Middle Eastern. So I put a little bit of that, and then I put some garlic and some olive oil, salt and pepper. You don't have to add the za'atar mix if you don't want to. You could just keep it at salt and pepper. By the way, my spice, the za'atar mix, is from a wonderful store in Napa. I'll put the link in the description. I'm not a vegetarian, guys, but I think that if you use just portobello mushrooms, slice them up, and use the same marination I did for the shrimp, use maybe falafels and put it in a pita bread, and I think it should be pretty good. So just an alternative for you to think about. Our vegetables are nicely washed here, and we'll start with the eggplant. Okay, so here I have my eggplant, and I'm cutting it into about a 3/4 inch slice pieces. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to soak this in water, in salted water. So I'm going to brine it. Now, it used to be the case people did that to take out the bitterness of the eggplant, but these days it's not that bitter. So I'm not sure if you really have to do this, but I do it. I just feel like food is soaked beforehand. It just kind of makes it a little healthier. I don't know why. So I'm doing this step. About half an hour is good enough. But if you have the foresight to prep ahead, you could even leave it in the fridge overnight. So I took a big bowl here of cold water, and I put about a 1/4 cup of kosher salt into it, and now I'm mixing it really well. And once that's done, I'm going to put all the eggplant into this water over here. And what we need to do is very important, is to since this eggplant is going to float, we're going to have to put a bowl or a plate on top of it and make sure it's thoroughly submerged. And don't worry, guys, this is not going to make the eggplant super salty or anything. A smaller plate would have been probably even better, but this will do the job. And I'm just going to place this mortar from mortar and pestle pair, and just have it weighed down a little bit. Next are the bell peppers, and I have an assembly line here of 3 bell peppers because what I'm trying to do is to char the outside skin. So you can find this recipe in one of my videos, 5 more vegetables. I'll put it in the description. So basically you just char it and then strip them off and then add some olive oil, salt and pepper. If you're too lazy, just use this one in a bottle here, but refresh it with a little bit of olive oil. Okay, back to the eggplant. I'm dabbing it nicely with a paper towel, get all the excess water out, and then I fry it in some olive oil. I do it the old-fashioned way. You could also spray it with oil and stick it in the oven. I've seasoned it with some of the same spices and some salt and pepper. And meanwhile, I'll also stick in the chicken into the oven because this takes about 25 minutes. And then just work on the eggplant here. Oh, it soaks up a lot of oil, but it's so yummy. So I do them in batches. So here I have the first batch. It looks so great already. The chicken is also cooked. I just follow the directions on the package, and then I'm just going to slice these up, and that will be ready as well. And the eggplant is done. There was not a lot of oil left in the pan, but I just sauteed the shrimp in the same pan, and just till it turns a little opaque, and not maybe 2-3 minutes on each side, and this one is ready. So guys, that's our little spread, and it makes for a great weekend meal because it's a little bit more elaborate than a regular weekday meal. So I don't use the pita pockets because I try to limit the gluten I have. So for me, this version just works out really well. And here is the pita pocket version, which is quite popular with the robust people in a house with a very healthy gut. So you can just kind of, put all your choice items in there and enjoy.